mine here from 8000 BC. Look at that. Yes, yes. Genagde.
Georgia.
Georgia, yes, yes. Beautiful city. Kutaisi. Yeah, yeah. Nice people. Joma, good. All right. Kutaisi people.
Sakar, yes, Karman.
Sarkar, do I have a cup? I don't have a cup. I have a water bottle. There's water in there. All right, Konyaki. All right.
Stakan.
Stakan.
Давай
Stakan.
туфли снимай, налью туда.
Stakan. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'll do that. No.
Женой приходи, стакан принеси.
Geno, do I want to buy it?
Давай, жена.
Oh, there we go. Well, this is unexpected, but all good. Okay. All right, guys, let's do it. Yes.
Закуски нету.
Zaguski nietu. Okay. Matt, thank you. Madloba. Madloba.
Oh.
Garmarjos. Garmarjos. All right. Well, I'm getting to try some of that ancient wine, telling these ancient stories. This is great. Okay. Drink the whole cognac-y.
Oh,
Oh.
жена приведи.
All right, here we go. Garmarjos. Wow. Woo! Yeah, I couldn't drink that all in one shot. Oh! Hey! All right, thank you.
Давай, выпей.
Bye, guys. Nakwandis. Drink the whole thing. Okay. I like cha-cha a little better. Cha-cha. Yeah, vodka. No, this isn't vodka. All right. I got some more stories to tell, but let's drink it. Here we go. Garmarjos.
Давай сейчас сожгу. Давай сожгу.
Ah, yeah. Woo! All right. Thanks, guys. Nakwandis.
На вам где-то жена, если жена здесь вообще, жена.
Zena.
Пускай.
No, oh, I'm okay. Thank you. Madloba. Nice guy. Thank you. I'm Ray. What's your name?
Oh,
Georgia.
Zurab.
Zurab. Mola Zarur. Zaud. Oh. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Nice. This is the kind of guy I like right here, man. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you for the cognac-y. Okay, bye, guys. Nakwandis. Oh, boy. Okay. Yes. Okay. Whew, all right. Back to the story. I'm going to have to maybe start part 2 there. That was awesome. All right. Oh, another street dog. Ooh, these garbage cans. You want something? I know. Okay. Ooh, shit. They wanted me to drink a lot in one shot. That was like a lot. Holy crap. Okay, I got other things I got to do today. Including this. Karma Joba. All right, Karma Joba. Hello from my home of a little over 2 months, Kutaisi, Georgia. So due to the circumstances, I had to film like this for my history video. And Karma Joba. Nice people. Okay, so this is the square. All right, here we are, Kutaisi. So as I was explaining, due to the circumstances, right now is Ukraine invasion crisis. I'm having to film like this, and sorry if there's any shaky camera. I have this stabilizer thing that I can't quite figure out. Man, technology with me sometimes. I'm an old millennial, 39 years old. All right, so this ancient city is one of the oldest cities in Central Asia, the world really. The Georgia flag, the EU, which they want to be in, and Ukraine up there. 2022, we're in March 2022. It's a crazy time in the world, but let's talk about history. All right, guys, I really hope for peace in this whole situation. It's peace for Georgia, Ukraine, everywhere. Really stressed about that. But this makes it an impromptu video because we have to leave this area, which the plans is going kind of crazy, but really enjoyed my time in Kutaisi. All right, let's talk about history, how we got to this point today, 2022 March. So Karma Joba, how you say hello in Georgian. So 1400 BC is when they think this city was founded. Archaeological evidence, probably known as Aia, which is the ancient capital of something called Colchis. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer to this fountain, which is dedicated to the Colchis history and art. So 1400 BC, give or take. But of course there were tribes and all kinds of stuff in prehistoric times before that. Sorry for reading my notes here. Like usual, I write a little script, but here we go. Another one of the longest inhabited cities that I've been to. I love history, so I love going to a place like that. Just like the last place it was, Cadiz, Spain. Another long inhabited city on the other side of the Eurasian continent, kind of where I am now, in the middle of it. So not much of the ancient city ruins are left though, except for some objects in the local museum. And there were a few other ruins and cities close by, like Vani, that I made a video of. Let me cross the street safely here. And Rhodopolis in this ancient land. So the region of western modern day Georgia, Kutaisi, was a capital of kingdoms conquered by different entities, a region of myths, legends, cathedrals, wine, tucked away. Hey, little dog. Lots of street dogs. I have snacks for the street dogs. Tucked away in the middle of the northern and southern Caucasus mountains. Hey, little buddy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, man, these plastic bags, I can never get stuff out.
Hi.
Karma Joba. Kagimajos. Bye. They know good English here. Okay, gave little snacks to the little street dog. All right, back to the story. So we're talking ancient place, man. And their ancient culture, those times, what the Colchis people last to this day, like their interesting language. Look at that sign there. All right, so where was I here? Tucked away on a river, the Rhoni River, surrounded by mountains, filled with a ton of local character because of its smaller size compared to the capital Tbilisi, or popular summer destinations like Batumi. Kutaisi is what I've heard, real Georgia. You know, the capital city has amenities and stuff like that, and the beach towns are for tourists a lot. Well, they're trying to get a lot of tourists to come here too, especially history nerds like me. All right, I talked about that river. The river is called the Rhoni River. Let's go look at that in a second. Hey guys, I'm down here at the Rhoni River, the lifeblood of the ancient city of Kutaisi. My home for around 2 months up there. Cathedral, fortress. This place, 3,000 or so years of history, probably more. A great city, especially in ancient times, needs water, which the Rhoni River provided for all the eras of history that occurred here. And I'm down next to it. And now there's some hydroelectric dams that provide Kutaisi energy pollution-free. Cool. Good water too from the tap here in Kutaisi. Clean, fresh water from the mountains, right from the tap. Pretty amazing. All right, Garmarjos, Kutaisi. All right, let's talk about my winter home, 2022, Kutaisi, Georgia, which I've been from January 1st to about mid-March this year. So, sorry, once again, sorry for reading the notes so much. All right, Georgia, an Asian country. Technically, yes, because it is east of the Istanbul Strait of Bosphorus. Every time you see a Georgian Orthodox church, one sign of the cross. Big with the people. Much more on that in a second. All right, so it's east of the Strait of Bosphorus in Istanbul, you know, and technically south, but east of the Ural Mountains in Russia, which is the unofficial border of Asia and Europe, both of them. So technically we're in Central Asia here. It's not quite Asia, you know, it's not like China here. It's not like it's not like I don't know, Saudi Arabia, Middle East. It's its own thing going on, but it's also not quite like Europe. You know, they want to be part of the EU, but it's a little different. It's not like you're in Portugal or UK or something like that. Because of history and geography, two of my favorite things. So Georgia is one of the Georgia between the Black Sea and the Caspian Seas, and it's cool, very cool place. So it's one of the oldest. Oh, there's an Orthodox church up here too. Okay, a lot of people around me like to go to different areas. All right, so you know, this church probably not that old, but it's the one in the main square here. Maybe we'll get a view from up here. So it's one of the oldest. McDonald's, look at that. It's one of the oldest Christian kingdoms or official Christian states, I guess, in the whole world, along with Armenia and Ethiopia. All three of those, you know, declaring Christianity as its state religion around the same time, 300 AD or so, before Rome, the big one that became Christian and, you know, turned the world Christian in a way. Well, let's get a view of the city up here. So yeah, lots of churches, big time Georgian Orthodox Church. It's still huge here. But Georgia has always been at the edges of empire, a unique land, a rich land, rich with gold, foods, and other natural resources. Kutaisi is one of its oldest cities. So the Rioni River winds through the center of one of the oldest towns in Transcaucasia. We just looked at the river. I'll show some other pictures of the bridges and stuff like that. So let's go to prehistory, even before humans, which is a place that I didn't get to go to, sadly. All right, there's a good view of the town there. So out in the distance over there, in the hills, there's an area called Satapi Paliad Nature Reserve, where dinosaur foot fossils and footprints can be seen, or were found and can be seen. Hundreds of millions of years old. Sadly, I was planning on going there, but because of the situation, I'm not gonna get there. But I did do a lot of cool stuff, which I'll make some more videos about. Yeah, there's the center square of Kutaisi from this church here. You know, the Orthodox church, I won't go in there, but I'll show some pictures. I've been in there a few times, like doing the candle ritual. All right, so fast forward to human history, but still pre-Kutaisi, the region around here is where something really cool, and something I made a video about, the oldest evidence for making wine from grapes is from around 6,000 BC, which makes that about 8,000 years ago. Ooh, sorry for the shaky video. Once again, like, interesting how this technique spread out, possibly from here to different regions of the world, like the French, Italians, people in Napa, California, etc. They all should be thanking Georgia, or the Kartvelians, they call themselves, in their very interesting language that has a writing of wavy humps I have seen no comparison to in my life. So Gagi Majos to that, which means like cheers in Georgian. All right, you know, I see vloggers walking to central cities all the time. I'm just gonna go for it. World War III might happen. Georgia might get attacked. Who knows? So I'm just gonna go for it. So, okay, let's talk history. So a myth comes into importance in this very region. Shortly after the city's founding, there's a Greek myth story that involves this area that was super huge with the Greeks and the Romans. So it's called Jason and the Argonauts, which is a pretty cool story. So let's talk about that. All right, so Jason and the Argonauts involves something called the Golden Fleece that they came up here from Greece to find, which happened in Kutaisi, which was the ancient capital of Colchis. So, took place sometime, they think. You know, myths are maybe based on some reality, I think. There's that cool writing, some graffiti. So it's got to be based on some reality, but who knows? 1800 to 1200 BC, it's thought. So the myth, so what happened was, Jason down in Greece, who was like a demigod, Karmajoba guys, all right. He was down in Thessaly, Greece, and he went on a mission up here to find the Golden Fleece. It was a magic ram skin that could like make you invisible or something like that, which is so cool. Okay, I want to walk near this statue here, which wish I could get a little closer to, but there's so many cars driving around. Opera House looks cool back there. All right, so what happened was Jason put together down in Thessaly, Greece, a super team of warriors, demigods, including Hercules and some other people, with the blessings of the goddess Athena. So some of these people, like Hercules, who was fresh off defeating the snake Hydra, the brothers Castor and Pollux. I saw a temple for them in the Roman Forum, actually, which is super cool. So, and others, they had a ship built called the Argo, which there's a local beer still called that, which is really cool. So the ancient Greek colonies, settlements were actually nearby to Kutaisi, mostly along the Black Sea coast, founded about 700 to 600 BC, but we're gonna get to that in a second. I'll focus more about those Greeks, and I was going to make a video in some place. We might still go, Batumi, which was a Greek colony, but the plans have now shifted in what we're going to be doing, but we'll see. Probably not, though. I've always wanted to swim in the Black Sea. How unfortunate. All right, anyways. This myth was, of course, important to the people in those colonies in what is now Georgia, and even later to some Romans that we're going to talk about, too. Woo, there's a lot of traffic right here. All right, I should keep it moving. All right, so but more on that later. Okay, so a break from Jason the Argonauts. Remember that story. Let's talk about the region leading up to the time of Jason the Argonauts. All right, so around that time when wine was first created, give or take, is when the Colchis tribes started coalescing and cooperating with each other from around 12,000 BC to 2000 BC. But I'll focus just on Colchis. The eastern part of Georgia is called Iberia. But they come together, and that's a whole different story. Maybe I'll tell some more later. I was planning on living in Tbilisi also and making a history video there, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. So we're just going to have to talk about all this here. Okay. So 1750 to 1650 BC, Hittite tablets were found in Anatolia, had been found in Anatolia that were written around that time, and they wrote of the peoples up here, which is the oldest record of those ancient Colchian tribes. So they wrote about visiting and interacting and trading with the people up here. So after the Hittites were taken out by the mysterious sea peoples who also messed with the Egyptians and part of the Bronze Age collapse. We're talking like 4,000 years ago. Karmajoba! After the Hittites were taken out, the Assyrians wrote of the people up here. So the Assyrians were another brutal culture that had an empire just to the south of here. So we are just north, really, here. This is a really good restaurant, by the way, Baraka. Really good, nice people that work in there. We're just north here of the cradle of civilization with those Sumerians and Assyrians and all that stuff. You know, I'm not an expert on that part of history, but let's focus on here, the general region, really. Okay, so a people called the Mushki from the Euphrates River Valley migrated up here and intermingled with the Colchins. And, you know, they lost a war, after they lost a war to the brutal Assyrians. So that they added their beliefs and interest to this culture, you know. So we're still talking like 3,000, 4,000 years ago, which is insane to talk about. This place was here. Crazy. Okay. What happened next? Sorry for reading so many notes. So then the Assyrians invaded kind of the general region in 112 BC. What an interesting exact date. And they made this area a vassal for a while of Colchis. Oh, you can see the cathedral up there. It was a proto-Georgian culture around 3,000, 4,000 years ago. So back to the Argonauts, which is from this general time period where Kutaisi is, and the time period we're talking about, and the Greek god Prometheus was locked up in a cave in those mountains behind me back there, Caucasus Mountains, which I'm going to tell the story about in a second. All right, so this place founded around 1400 BC, and it's an interesting time in history, and I'm here, but I'm leaving soon. All right, 1 second.